very happy to be back in the final of Roland-Garros. That's a fantastic news for me, so emotional day for me, and I'm going to try my best on Sunday. The player who will be playing better on Sunday will have better chances to win. That's a real thing. Novak is an amazing player, so today probably the toughest opponent possible. I need to play my best if I want to have any chance. It's not the match against Novak. For me, the special thing is the final of Roland-Garros. For me, it's much more important the scenario and the tournament than the rivals when I'm playing for these tournaments. So it's true that playing against Novak is an amazing challenge. It's the worst opponent possible for me, but for me, my motivation is Roland-Garros, not Novak.
I'm enjoying the matches and that I have with Rafa. In our career, we mostly played against each other in finals of the event, so I know how special it is, especially in the Grand Slams. This is what I badly wanted when I arrived to Paris, to reach the finals, and of course there's no bigger challenge than playing against Nadal in Roland-Garros on this surface. He has been so dominant in his career in this court, and we all know he has lost only once. Played couple of great matches last few years against him. It was very close to win. That gives me, confidence and reason to believe I can make it this time. Cannot predict the result, of course, but can try to give my best and hopefully hold that trophy on Sunday.
Novak Djokovic. Le tenant du titre, le numéro 1 mondial, l'Espagnol Rafael Nadal.
Première manche. Au service, Novak Djokovic.
So it'll be Djokovic to start.
Prêt, messieurs.
2014 final.
Jouez.
I think the warmer conditions help Nadal with that heavy pressure, and the ball goes through the air a little quicker and does a little bit more damage when it comes off the court.
With the forehand in particular, just enhances his backhand slightly.
Congratulations on your effort to reach the final of the senior men's, but you had a couple of chances to win it. You lost to the McEnroe brothers, played with Andre Gomez. A good effort to get through the finals.
It wasn't a good effort to lose.
chapeaus, their hats on
40.
everybody. 27 degrees, and even Djokovic just started off with a cap on. He never put the cap on until the 4th set the other day. That's the trophy that they're playing for.
The first winner going to Rafa. Not surprising with the forehand down the line.
40-15. Djokovic wins this title today. He goes to #1 in the world. Nadal's forehand, so Djokovic first strike, 1-love, first set. Talked about the trophy and the spoils that go with it. ATP ranking points, as I mentioned, if Djokovic wins, he goes to #1. First time since September of 2013. If Nadal wins the title, obviously he remains at #1. $2.2 million US dollars are approximately to the winner, 1.1 to the runner-up. So lots of spoils out there, and with that go endorsements.
Au service, Rafael Nadal.
For winning Grand Slams and a lot of other things. So a lot on the line, but it's the Grand Slam title that means the most. Capacity here at Philippe Chatrier. I mentioned a couple of times, 14,911. There's just a few empty seats, so it's just about filled to capacity for this final, as would be expected. Djokovic will be looking to find the range with that forehand. That's the one that he's spent so many hours practicing. If he can get it down to Nadal's forehand on the return. That one long, 40-love. A total of 63 titles, singles titles that is. He's won 3 this year, Doha, Rio and Madrid. And Djokovic has won 44 total. And he's also won 3 this year, Indian Wells, Miami and Rome.
0-15.
You can see where the contact was for Djokovic, around shoulder height. He was a few steps behind the baseline, such as the heavy topspin today, the lighter conditions.
Djokovic spent 4 years as the third best player, ranked 3 in the world from 2007 through to 2010. He was in the 3rd spot. He took over in 2011, finished up number 1. Nadal did that for the first time. Nadal was number 1 for the first time back in 2008.
35.
Of Djokovic on display there. Rafa can hear the effort throughout this rally. Very testing, probing rally. Djokovic, though, is able to absorb the pace.
Holds his ground well throughout that rally, doesn't he? Never retreated behind the baseline more than about a metre. And 40-15, he likes the fact that he won that rally. 21-stroke rally. Djokovic now goes to a 2-1 lead in the opening set of the 2014 French Open final.
Yes. Rejouez le point.
Play the point.
That's a problem that Rafa faces, I think, Fred, is we know when he gets tight, he likes to throw the serve into the opponent's backhand. And even the rally ball, he'll just take some pace off and head to someone's weaker backhand. That's the assumption. But for Djokovic, it's his strength. And then he has this ability to direct cross-court, down the middle, down the line. That poses a problem for Rafa. Let's see again. Just wide.
Barely wide. Interesting stat. If Nadal, have a look at this one just missing. If Nadal wins this title, it'll be 10 years. 10 years where he's won at least one Grand Slam title. That is a tremendous record. It's longevity for you. Side of the net, Novak Djokovic looking to win this one because he's had a bit of a dry spell. Last 3 seasons he hasn't won a Grand Slam. He'd like to win this one to make it, to finish his package of all Grand Slams. He's won the other 3. Looking for this one, as that's been well documented the last couple of weeks.
This is the backhand that he's looking for. Just a shuffle up. Perhaps catching it a fraction too early. Executed with great disguise. Sees the ball early enough that Rafa's behind the baseline. Once again, Rafa is trying to break this open early. He is accelerating through the ball, every effort on the forehand.
35.
Very effective kick serve, that kick serve on the juice court. Jumps up. Nadal really has to reach for it.
Novak thought he hit a very good backhand there.
Right in the corner. 14-15.
Djokovic mène 3-2.
Now pretty slow, and with weather like this, you know, get a good high bounce on the ball. So it just depends on how the weather conditions are at Wimbledon on the grass. Whether they get a few rainy days, keeps the grounds damp and the ball's heavy. Beautiful day today. And this has been a good start to this final. On serve, 2-3. In mid-court, not much pace on it.
No, that's what really killed Andy Murray and his effort in the semi-finals. He couldn't get enough on the return. It was generally down the middle of the court, and Rafa took care of it with a forehand. Make sure the rotation happens and the racket is back, and the racket head drops just below the flight of the ball as he starts his move through the shot. Rafa needs to be careful there. That backhand could have been right through him. He does well, Djokovic, when he plays the backhand dropper. He's moving in anticipation of the next shot to be a weaker reply.
Trois jeux partout.
Another probing rally there. Upset with himself on that forehand, the last one from Djokovic. 3-all.
See how the balanced game of Djokovic off forehand and backhand. Rafa, his two-hander at one stage in that rally, just before Novak hit the forehand, it just went down the middle of the court, and Novak was able to deal with it very successfully. It's too good.
He knew as soon as he hit that Djokovic that he was out of the point. He just didn't get it in the right spot. There it is, wasn't wide enough.
And he should have gone shorter angle.
Net. Premier service.
Strong.
That's
it. Nice and deep. And this one is the one that ended up catching Djokovic.
Well, as we talked about the conditions, light conditions and the ball flying through, and that top spinner just really jumped up at Djokovic. 15-30.
So once again, Djokovic just setting the point up. It's going to the rhythm that he likes. Very secure on the backhand.
This one is the slice backhand. There's nothing on it. Djokovic not fooled by it though. He stands right over the top of it, and then the speed of the head of the racket. Top spin over to the backhand. Drew the error. 40-30.
Counter.
First game that they've had a real tough service game. 7th game of the first set.
He was the one that was being moved around. A lot of his play just down the center third of the court. And Djokovic again has that ability to redirect the shot very accurately. Takes great timing, great concentration, and good position. Took Nadal way up wide, and he lost control in the point. So it's 4-3 now. Djokovic, first set. The entourage of Djokovic, manager on the right, Boris in the middle, Marian Vida in the red. So the return back a little sooner. Should have had time. Forehand was working well for him in the last couple of matches.
Love 30.
Again, when these two have played each other often enough, Djokovic may be aware that Rafa's not going to go for a big serve out wide at love 30. He's only hit 4 aces the whole tournament.
That's the one he likes to go for on the ad court, one down the tee when he's in trouble. Tempted it there. Sportsmanship there from Nadal, didn't try to influence the chair. Barely made it. But it's great points now. There's a clean winner. It hit the net nearly robbed him of it.
Merci.
Just didn't get it deep enough. Had the right shot. That's the forehand that he likes to use.
30-40.
shot to go for on break point. Still another one.
Counter.
The level.
Avantage, Djokovic.
Gutsy play by Djokovic. Deep in the court. Played with such precision. It's got to be a great shot for Rafa not to get a racket on to it.
Third break point.
With the forehand, so
Djokovic
the first strike to Djokovic. He leads 5-3.
Prenez-vous place s'il vous plaît, mesdames, messieurs, merci. Merci, s'il vous plaît. Zéro 15.
Nadal against Djokovic here on the clay at Roland-Garros has never lost the first set. Hasn't lost this one yet, but Djokovic serves for it.
Djokovic.
0-30.
Maybe not the right time at love 15. The ball got up around shoulder height. And that is the reason why it landed higher over the net. Very bouncy.
He was looking for the cross court though, wasn't he? And, faded that way and it went down the line. Serve and volley. What wheels from Nadal there.
Interesting play for the first time in the match at love 30.
15-40.
Break points now.
That's an impressive shot that it was captured. You can see the ball just travelling around from the top of the frame down to the bottom of the frame, causing the shank. I think he's looking at
checking the serve.
Yep, that was awfully close.
Yep. The forehand misses from Nadal. Djokovic saves a couple. Juice. Brilliant play. Nadal was tracking down a forehand.
Avantage.
2 break points down.
Djokovic.
Djokovic stands at set point. Great playing from Djokovic. He wants this title, and he's let it be known, and he's won the opening set, 6-3.
And a short reply from Rafa off the return of serve, allowing Djokovic the replay of that point. And his team up on their toes.
Merci. Zero. 30-15.
Djokovic on top at the moment.
30.
Average time between points, there it is. 30 for Nadal, 27 for Djokovic. So both players are over the time limit. Time limit between points at the Grand Slams is 20 seconds. On the ATP Tour, it's 25 seconds. Rather warm conditions today, though. Players taking a little bit extra time. Upset at that miss because Djokovic is
40-30.
on a high at the moment, winning that first set, and would love to get an early break here against Nadal. 30 all and a missed forehand.
Nadal.
That's deep, so disappointment. So Nadal steadies himself.
Premier
The
jeu,
opening game
second
of the
manche.
second set. No sit down first game after the first game of any set. That's the first set stats. Steve Healy there, the president of Tennis Australia, and his wife Kathy here for the last few days of the championships. Had the pleasure of having dinner with them the other night at the Grand Champions dinner. Presidents of all four Grand Slams
15-0.
to one another's events for the last few days to have meetings and discuss what is going on in the future. 15 love. Again, a bit of a problem with the sun at that end. Strange play again here.
35.
Again, you can see he had to play it from a high point here, a drop shot from there. It's got to bounce pretty high. And Nadal, look where he gets it, around about waist high. Plenty of open court. Good wheels, 30-15.
Djokovic.
Nadal didn't even move for that, and he knew it was history.
Un jeu
So 1-all
partout.
now.
If Djokovic can serve on the first court, just slide it wide, Rafa's going to probably avoid going to the Djokovic backhand. If he sends it to Djokovic's forehand, he doesn't get enough ziz on the ball. That's what can happen. Djokovic's forehand down the line ends up being the winning shot.
Quinze 0.
It's his only ace so far. He's only served 4 in the entire championship. I think that makes it 5. So just a good consistent serve without going for the big serve all the time.
30 0.
Rafa thinking this final backhand was going cross court. He was about to chase it.
That's the serve that he likes. I think it was wide, maybe. Yep. That's the one he goes to. Early in his career, he did that pretty much every time. Was a 30-15, 15-30. He changed it around as he got up in the rankings, but he still likes to go back to it. This would be a good time for Djokovic. He knows he's got his man worried. He's missing a few rally strokes now. Nadal.
Almost think, Fiery, that he's trying to over-rotate with the shots. He's so wary of the ball landing too short.
Net. Premier service.
It's certainly been the cause for him missing the forehand. He's shanked a number of them. But it's not really a shot that we see Rafa go with. Not here at the French Open. I think he's really struggling to find some solutions to the way Djokovic has started this match. And it's forcing him to go for extra length on some of the rally ball, and for a backhand down the line like that, that's a big risk.
Nadal.
Straight at him. And it is Nadal.
Nadal mène 2 jeux
2 games to 1. Second set. Match has been in progress for 1 hour. supporters behind Nadal there in the players section, and they're giving them their support, cheering them on.
15-0.
$198K, that one, very easy though. It's an effortless motion, gets a lot out of it, Djokovic.
Kenza.
Rafa unable to do enough with the backhand that he had. He sent it cross court. It just allowed Djokovic to respond with an aggressive forehand down the line. So Djokovic that's getting more reward with the first serve percent. And that backhand miss was in response to the previous point where he directed it cross court and got hammered with a forehand winner from Djokovic.
Djokovic.
Djokovic comfortably, 2 games all. Nadal just slapped at that forehand, never moved to that one at all. That's the group, the Musketeers, and that's the trophy they're playing for. First gentleman there you saw was Francesco Riccipiti, who is the president of the International Tennis Federation that run the 4 Grand Slams, along with the Grand Slam trophies.
Fred, do you think the speed of Rafa's forehand is toned down?
I don't think he can hit it for a winner. I think they've played one another enough times that I would say 85–90% of the time Djokovic knows where it's going. Same on the vice versa. Most of the time Nadal knows where. It's the same when you play against somebody that many times. It's just who plays that little bit better on the day, who gets a little lucky.
Kenza.
There's not much in it, these two boys. 22 matches to 19 over a period of, what, 8 years. Shows you that.
It just seems so that Rafa's maybe taking the pace off after the first set. He was a little rattled from missing the number of forehands to drop his serve. Also shanking quite a bit.
Bruising conditions, the flags of all 4 Grand Slam nations there, flying above Philippe Chatrier Stadium. Australia's first, then the French, then there'll be Wimbledon, and then the US Open.
That's a better set up nicely with the footwork from Rafa.
No, he's not going to stop going for the forehand. With that one there, the footwork's going to get around. Look how he wants to hit this forehand. Look how far he has to go to hit it, though. And then he hooks it over the high part of the net.
Look at that
Just
transition
so
from back foot to the front foot. Anchors down with that left leg.
Nadal.
And that one landed in great depth. Down the line.
Leads 3 games
Nadal
to 2.
mène
Second set.
3-2.
Yesterday, the women's champion was the championship won by Maria Sharapova, and we caught up with her after the victory.
It was a very special moment. You know, I'm proud to have the team that I have today. They've worked incredibly hard to help me get in the stage, to get to Grand Slam final, to hold the winner's trophy, and it means so much for everyone to be here. And you know, we celebrate together. We go through tough times together, and it's nice when we share those moments. It was the only 3-set Grand Slam final that I've won so far, and so many ups and downs in the match, and the most physical for sure by far. So it's extra special that I was able to win the most physical match I played on clay, a surface that was very challenging for me in my junior days.
Well, a great champion there, and Maria Sharapova has certainly won her fair share of clay court events lately. Interesting stages of this one now, with the first set going to the man that wants this title to complete his 4. And the other end of the court wants 5 in a row, so there's going to be something happening that will make history either way. Gustavo Kuerten there, he's won here 3 times. Very popular man. When he won, he sort of laid down and he actually drew a heart in the middle of the clay court here to represent the fact that he just loved Paris. Short career was cut short because of health problems, basically hip operation.
(0-15).
Incredible. Rafa just asked one more time, and that's a tough volley for Djokovic. Given the length and the amount of shots that he had to play. And Rafa really lifted in that point. He had won the first point with a double fault. He's trying to break something open. He's got to make it happen.
(15). 30.
The door open slightly for Rafa.
The Nadal camp cheering their man on, and letting them hear their voices, their support, 30 all. Slice work there, couple of them. Opportunity now, break point.
30-40.
Well, an exquisite change of pace from Rafael. But backhand, back-to-back slices. And he is deep to return this first serve.
Merci. Merci.
Have a look at the mark. It's out. Called out. Called deep. Looked as though it was deep, and there was no call from the judge, but Pascal Maria was out of his chair pretty quickly, and there's Hawkeye. Hawkeye confirms that one.
40.
Spanish fans not happy.
You can see Djokovic looking over at the linesman there. Didn't see the call.
Juice instead of 4-2.
Great forehand. Instead of going for depth and hitting through the court,
Djokovic,
which Rafa is able to chase down, this one is just pulled sharply cross-court. The ball lands inside the service box, and look at that angle. And for the two-handed Nadal, he has to play a one-handed defense slice.
Unbelievable get though, wasn't it? Game point now. Djokovic knew as soon as he hit that forehand he was in trouble. Didn't do much with it, just covered the ball, and it was Nadal who was able to take control. This one here moves in the middle of the court, and he's gone back behind him before.
Have a look at Rafa's reaction. He is trying to just get into this game.
Djokovic can't buy a first serve in this game.
What's interesting is the two forehand winners that he's just struck, Rafa Nadal. That's the first time in almost 70 minutes in this match that he's been able to hit 2 winners.
Yeah, those two there are half-court balls, both of them right in his hitting zone. And when he gets that one going, up around shoulder height or chest height, break point again for Nadal. No first serves again. The Spanish fans up in that section on their feet. He breaks serve at 4-2. Let's have a look at his serve direction from Nadal in this match so far.
And that's on the first court, 100% of the balls just down, swinging it down the tee to the Djokovic backhand. And on the ad court, 3/4 of his serves are going out wide. And all second serves. No second serves are down the tee or into the body of Djokovic.
4-2, going to consolidate that here.
Not quite an hour and 20 minutes of play, Fiery. Maybe a little flat game by Djokovic. The forehand winners by Rafa, yes, but some of those shots, as you pointed out, were mid-court, not a lot on them.
They were basically half volleys, weren't they, into the mid-court? He couldn't get them deep enough. Try and come back right here. Love 15-second serve.
Kenza. rounds.
Second double fall of the match, I believe. Now an opportunity for Djokovic. Two of them again.
Boy, this would be key for Djokovic. Just when Rafa's trying to break the match open, or at least get back on level terms.
You could say the big forehands come good in the last couple of games. Still a break point. Get around that one again. With Djokovic. Overplayed the forehand Nadal. So we're back on
Nadal
serve.
mène 4
Djokovic
jeux à
breaks.
3.
It's 4-3. Nadal leads.
Reprise.
Time was called. Players just taking a little bit extra time today. It's probably the warmest conditions that we've had throughout the championships.
$15-0.
Very smart play. Look at the kick on the serve. Rafa doing his very best to get that back.
One came off the line. Topspin again from the forehand. Jumped right up. Toughest thing in our sport is the topspin and topspin. Djokovic never got over that one. It flew on him, so 30 all here.
He's been winning some big points on this first court, serving wide Djokovic. Going down hard tee, and
his first serve percentage just can't be too good.
It's compromised.
Last couple of points from Djokovic take me back to the last match that he played. He's just sort of at this stage it's as though he didn't get stuck into that last point. He was just very flat. So a break point.
positive point
from Nadal.
From Rafa. Say the same by Djokovic. He had 2 mid-court balls. Made sure that he got the ball in and retreated back to the baseline.
Both players feeling a little, whether it's the conditions, it's the warmest weather we've had, but they've only been out there for an hour and a half. Where they're going, and he handled the one down the line beautifully. Played it at full stretch this one. Djokovic there, a shake of the fist. It's 4-all now.
4 jeux partout.
So their last 2 games gone against Rafa. And the break point that he had in that game was very cautious Nadal. So does he just go back to keeping the ball into play? Try and use it as a fitness battle. A war of attrition.
Amazing with these two fellas, they just have to make one wrong step and the other one takes control of the point, like this one here. Djokovic saying I should have gone the other way, didn't, and paid the price. 15-love. It's again a tough one to do, run around a left-handed serve, and you've either got to go for the winner or you open up that court. 30-love.
Trente-quinze. Quarante-quinze. Jeu.
Good swinging
Nadal.
serve puts Nadal in front in this second set. 5 games to 4.
Nadal mène 5
Lost the
jeux à
first
4.
6-3. Jogs to the back of the court with the 2 towels. He's had a couple of opportunities. He's trying to get to a set apiece.
It's just rare, isn't it? I don't know if I've ever seen his body language be negative. It certainly hasn't happened all that often here on this court at Roland-Garros.
Let. Premier service.
Didn't have much room with that. Boy,
15-0.
it looked easy, but it's not that easy, that shot, because it was pretty much a miss-hit from Nadal. Just creeps over the net. Djokovic lined it. 15-love. Played one another that many times. Nadal just sat on that one. He knew exactly where it was going. Djokovic tried to take the pace off it. Not happy with himself. He bounced that one into the stands. This one here, you can see Nadal just sitting there. 15 all. The move. It's only the second time it's happened.
35.
Yeah, because Rafa is so deep to return, the first volley, you can afford to just hit bunted.
Anywhere inside that service box,
Yep.
isn't it?
It's not a drop volley.
We're finding a couple of serves now. They absolutely eluded him for about 3 or 4 service games.
45.
You can see Rafa there, just only had to take 1.5 shuffles across to the backhand. Very balanced when he made contact.
Well-constructed point again from Djokovic. 5 all, second set.
5 jeux partout.
Certainly over the time limit at this point. Nadal, way over. No warnings yet today, either player.
Premier service. $15-0.
Go-to serve. 30 love.
30-0.
Mistake by Djokovic, and just the graphic on the screen there, the winners, forehand winners. I think at the start of the match, Rafa would be expecting to really control the outcome of this match with his forehand, and he started with a flood of big forehands and he went off entirely. So now that Djokovic is in the lead, 12 winners of the forehand wing. Don't make that 11 by Rafa.
And he goes now to a lead of 6 games
Nadal
to 5
mène
in this second set.
6-5.
Tiebreak will become a Russian roulette situation. Just a little bit of luck here and there, a couple of good shots. That's the plus the Musketeers out there, people lying down in the sun, enjoying a little bit, put their head on a pillow and have a look at the big screen.
Merci. Merci. S'il vous plaît, un petit peu de silence. S'il te plaît.
First serve is going to be crucial this game and in the tiebreaker for Djokovic. His second serve,
15-0.
points won, very low, 36% in this set.
Well, he's been in trouble. He struggled midway through this set with first serves. Might be a double fault.
15.
Body language to me just seems to be lethargic for Djokovic. He never sort of hustles around, but he's pretty slow between points. 15-all. So that's all it takes is a little bit of a net cord, something close to the line, a double fault that just misses, and this one sets up beautifully for Djokovic, for Nadal. You can see Djokovic's reaction, 15-30. Up a couple of set points.
seconde manche.
There's the reaction from Nadal. We're at a set of piece now.
7-5. Une manche partout.
Djokovic just shaking his head as he goes to the chair.
Beautiful reaction from the master. And I think Djokovic a little disappointed. There was a pause after he won the first point and he missed the first serve. There was I think a crying young child that he just waited to stop. He threw the double fault in and then he missed another first serve on the next point, and really he was on the back foot for the rest of the game.
Back here, this is a new set and a new match. We're at a set apiece. I want to say it again, just for that first point there from Djokovic, I take it back to where he played the other day against Gulbis, and he looked very lethargic after a couple of sets. It'll be interesting to see how he comes up in this third set here.
Kenza.
Well, that's a bit of a brave move for Djokovic to come into net. It was right on Rafa's racket.
That was a huge opportunity for Djokovic here. And he rips it. And it's called wide. Game point. Continues, and I think Nadal's getting the better of it, slowly but surely. One love, third set.
Yeah, the balance has just altered over the last 10-15 minutes.
I think he's just lost half a step, Djokovic, and taking his time between points. It is rather warm conditions. But
the stats from set number 2, Djokovic's second serve, points 1, and that first serve faltered, exposing the second delivery. And of course, Rafa, sensing the opportunity, controlled the point with a forehand.
First couple of service games here will tell us a little bit more about Djokovic's physical condition. He has the last 20 points, Nadal 14, Djokovic 6. That tells the story.
Too good. I thought maybe Rafa had made the mistake of overdoing it with the forehand, and then Djokovic got out of jail right there. Beautifully picked up across court from Novak.
And applause from Nadal for that last stroke. You watch. There you go. Applause from the man.
Hopkins.
He's trying to get the feet moving, Djokovic. Didn't it take you back to the match with Davis?
Yeah, as soon as he finished those 2 sets, barely into the 3rd set, and he flatlined it.
Well, he's flatlined it now. It's 2 sets again. Set apiece. Not doing much on second serves, just miscuing ground strokes. such a physical game Nadal plays on this surface, on this particular court. He thinks he owns it. He's only won 8 times here. He's going for number 9. I think he's on his way. Break point.
It's all into the rhythm for playing at the tune that Rafa loves.
Longest rally so far, 22-stroke rally. And a break point. That tells it all. In my mind, serve and volley, tried to play the angle volley. 2-love Nadal, one set apiece.
Well, it was a good choice to serve volley. It was a great serve, but it's the commitment for the volley. Again, trying to maybe overcut this one. Caught it too far out in front of the body, which can happen if you're just feeling a little heavy in your legs. Try and compensate by just making contact further out in front. There was a forehand down the middle of the court there, and Novak never really struck it healthily.
Going back there, having a chat to his players box up there, to the coaches. 15-love. From Djokovic off that shot, it was an unbelievable return of serve. He really smacked it. Nadal half-volleyed it down the line for a winner. 30-love. Well, at the start, it was Djokovic that was winning the quicker rallies. They've been out there exactly 2 hours now, and it's Nadal who's taken over.
Let. Premier service.
Serve, the go-to serve, and it gets into a 3-love lead in this third set, 1 set apiece. The forehand winners by set, and you can see how Nadal has come on top after the first set, and pretty close in the second set though, off the forehand wing. But Nadal now with a 3-love lead in this third set.
It's a very odd way for Djokovic to sit down. Seemingly lost his balance.
Merci. Merci. Silence, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Rafa is just going to try and keep the foot on the accelerator here in this particular game. Pick up that second breaker serve.
He's a great front runner, isn't he? As we say, we've used it 100 times. Relentless is the word, and he will keep that going.
This is not a good stat for Novak. No. This is adding to the turnaround. He has just dug his heels in, Nadal, after dropping that first set.
Yeah, but Djokovic doesn't have the intensity that is needed for him to get through here at the moment.
Needs
40-15. Needs to get on the board. Nadal lets that one go. And he's pretty confident at the moment. 3 games to 1. He leads. Third set.
Nadal mène 3-1.
Nadal's extended his unbeaten run here at Roland-Garros to 34 matches. Nadal's reached his 20th Grand Slam final here, puts him in second place on the all-time list. Federer leads that list with 24. Djokovic has had 13 Grand Slam finals. This is the 13th.
So the main thing for Djokovic is just try and ride this through, see if he can get that second win. Generally comes around. He picked up in the semi-finals against Gulbis when he flatlined. Finished the last few games strongly. Timed this backhand, that one there, just took a little extra time to make sure of it.
15-30 now. That's pretty even still. 28 winners apiece.
going to the well. Rafael, the ad court. Showed a graphic earlier that almost 3/4 of his first serves and second deliveries going out wide on the ad court. Virtually 100% down the tee on this first court. Variation. Picks up a cheap point at 30 all.
A big breath from Djokovic. Himself back here. Juice.
Swap service breaks. Djokovic in the match, 3 to Rafa, 2 to Novak. He's got another break point here. Maybe just coming out of the slump. Trying to just change it up, and that was caused by his slight hesitation. He started to drift over to the forehand side, had to react late to the backhand. Is that the one that you're saying on that second serve? You haven't seen Novak go down the line.
Very, very rarely.
I mean, that's you know, down the middle of the court, that one, and that's something that Rafa handled so well against Murray. Is that maybe what Djokovic is gesturing, that he should be going straight down the line?
Those gestures there, he just sort of went back and forth and going back and forth. And which way he's going? That was a pretty good catch from Nadal. Look at that. That's the go-to serve, and it worked again down to the forehand. Cracks the winning forehand. Now goes to the front, 4 games to 1. Third set.
15-0.
There's the forehand speeds from Nadal first and second set. He's picked it up in this third set. He's in front 4-1. Just puts a little bit more pressure. Good serve there from Djokovic. He's struggling to stay in this set.
What may have contributed to the increase in the forehand from Rafa is Djokovic's shot not hitting the full velocity. It's getting more time to run around and hit these forehands, Rafa.
Djokovic.
A little bit off that one on 158k and just a spinner out wide. Just the one service break in this third set. Nadal 4-2. Winners and unforced errors. Winners equal. Djokovic just creeping up ahead in the unforced errors.
And again, Djokovic just out in front of his true hitting zone.
Well, the feet just not moving to get him in position, are they? That one there. 30 love.
There's closer to the return that we've been discussing. When the second serve from Rafa on that first court has been just focusing on the Djokovic backhand. Novak not really striking it down the line. Got the error on that last point.
Let. Premier service. Let. Premier service.
He had the chance, Novak.
Count.
What's disappointing him. That was the forehand. Rafa picked the right way, got the benefit of a net cord. This is where the previous point
S'il vous plaît.
hurts Djokovic. He had a set forehand in the middle of the court. That was wild from Rafa. Trying to finish the point quickly with the forehand, skewed it wide.
Pressure of the scoreboard, as we say, but don't often see this. You did it once last week, and you can see the dampener fly out of the racket. You have to put that one back in.
Merci.
No warning there from the chair. That's just frustration. That's a good call from Pascal Maria.
S'il vous plaît.
He broke one the other day. Just smashed it.
Direction that I think at 30-15 he should have gone here. This the forehand going out to Rafa. At times Rafa will, when he's pushed out wide to the forehand, he just throws it up cross court.
Djokovic so desperately wants this title. Just
It's a fantastic shot, but the return in the middle of the court. I mean, he was honing in on this forehand so many times against Murray. Not giving up any ground, Djokovic.
Yeah, that's the way he was in the opening set.
Yeah. So he just needs to try and create something here. Get a solid return. Doesn't need to be focused on Nadal's backhand with the first return here. stage.
Avantage, Nadal.
Showing a little more interest. Djokovic, a little more intensity inside the court, going for it, trying to control the point. That's how he won the first set, not by staying in rallies. Creeping on towards 2.5 hours for this one. And yet to finish the third set.
Hit a number of returns in this game that are definitely close to the baseline. Couldn't have arrived a better time for Djokovic.
Merci.
Just seems to be choosing the right time when to come forward, Rafa. Great sense when the timing is right.
10-minute game, this one. A huge game. Seventh game of the set. That either puts Nadal in front 5-2 or it gets Djokovic back into it at 4-3. Point for 5-2 lead. Defensive skills from Nadal, they're all over the place. Now Nadal, 5-2 lead.
Nadal, 5 jeux à 2. Let. Second service.
see the racket face opened up.
0.
The ball was dropping so quickly on him. He had no choice to go for that angle and pulled it off.
Yeah, both players have so much respect. You could see Nadal there applaud there. So much respect for one another's game.
Just sheer velocity on the return, set up the rest of the point. Well, what CBA cruising through his service game. And back to Juice. Those unforced errors are just creeping up for Djokovic.
Nadal with the first volley allowed Nadal to stay in the point, so it's a set point now for Nadal. Champion looking for 5 in a row, 9 in total, and he's getting close.
And one would think that it's going to take at least an hour or more. That's at minimum. If he does capture the fourth set, Djokovic, you can bet everything you like that Rafa will just dig his heels in once again and elongate the time between points, the rallies. So it's going to be a lot of hard work for Djokovic if he is to survive.
Ready to start set number 4 as soon as Nadal goes through the routine.
Out. 15-0.
Just too good.
30-0.
Be a high percentage today of returns from Novak, even though he has struck them well. They've gone down the centre third of the court, and Rafa has just continued with that forehand.
$40-0. Nadal.
Well, pretty impressive.
Premier jeu, quatrième manche.
This fourth set from Nadal.
Fred, it was a little bizarre there, that slow-mo before the final point.
Yep.
That the camera showing Djokovic. I'm not sure if it was just spit that he regurgitated, or whether it was a certain amount of vomit. His reaction. I mean, on the change of ends, he is digging through his bag of goodies there. There's electrolytes. There's he's now trying to get potassium into him by eating a banana. So certainly Djokovic is really feeling it out there.
Unforced errors in that last set, 14-5. Yeah. No, he looks a little distressed. I thought at the end of the second set he looked distressed. Just a little lethargic and not his usual self. I don't think he was in the last match, so whether he's had a bit of a virus, I'm not making any excuses for the man, but he has just so much wanted this title and set his sights on this title, set the whole season to try and peak and win this. Still may well do it, but he's going to need a miracle in my mind. 15 up.
15-0.
Well, you'd think that someone like David Ferrer, who is an absolute bull when he plays, I mean, one of the fittest guys out there, he is in second place when it comes to being relentless. But after 2 sets, he had enough against Rafa. And it's just about being 2 sets for Djokovic, and he hasn't found a solution since. Seen a backhand winner from Djokovic in a long time.
35.
I've seen him play matches when he's been down and out, or appears to be down and out. Djokovic, he's a tough man to put away, and Nadal just having a quick look at that end of the court. 40-15.
Let. Premier service. Jeu, Djokovic.
1-all, fourth set.
Un jeu partout.
bit more
0-15.
from Djokovic. Love 15, first point.
There's just been a problem in the last couple of sets, threading consecutive points together when he's returning Nadal's serve.
Cascante. Trenta.
Not much footwork from Djokovic on that serve.
Well, I think that's been a problem, just half a step slow, and that's all you have to be when you're not feeling too good. He's taking some pills, whether it's a stomach problem or virus, but this man's not going to let him go. So that's 2 games to 1 now. Nadal leads 2 sets to 1.
Nadal mène 2-1.
Djokovic had an opportunity in the second set. Could have led 2 sets to 1. Nadal didn't let him in. And since then, it's been all Nadal.
Merci. Zéro 15. Premier service.
Djokovic certainly still in this match with a chance, but
Chances
are fading, but still there. He needs Nadal to miss a few, and Nadal is not in that frame of mind at the moment. Digs this one out.
Net. Premier service.
And the sting disappearing from the serve. It's not repeating enough the first delivery of Djokovic. The more that he misses, it's the more that Rafa will run around and hit a forehand. That was a well-struck return from Rafa. 15-30. Reprieve.
30.
Big mistake. Rafa's recognizing that that was an opportunity. 15-30, had a second serve. He had the open court, Rafa. So 3 consecutive forehands from Nadal.
2 jeux partout.
Something that we don't see that often from Rafa either. Just doubled over there. So these two fellows look like they're pushing each other to the limit.
Premier service. Zero. 30-0.
Back of the line. Body serve into Djokovic's forehand. It's a very easy game for the #1 seed. Okay, just confirming it did miss, in fact.
Nadal.
That was a wild one from
Banev, new balls.
So Nadal creeps a little bit closer.
Nadal mène 3-2.
And they've been out there 3 hours. Djokovic has put the cut back on.
Merci. $15-0. Quinza.
Well, the pressure's building both. That was an unusual return from Nadal halfway up the net.
Yeah, I think he was having a look at Pascal Maria, wondering about the time.
Nadal's worried at the time with Djokovic. Nadal goes over the time most points. He's in this one. This is a good rally. That's a loose forehand. Never saw that for the first couple of sets. So it's 30-all. Big point here.
It's gone out wide the first 2 points, serving to the deuce court Djokovic. He's clipped the line.
Yep, clipped the line. Nadal will have a look at it, and Pascal Maria knows it's good. Stays in touch as Djokovic, trying to get it to 3-all.
Caught the line as well. Rafa just sensing that the finishing line is not too far away for him. He's worked extremely hard in this game to get as many forehands as possible. Have a look at that footwork again. Falling away. Brilliant.
Avantage, Djokovic. Égalité. Avantage, Nadal.
Not happy, break points.
Does he have the energy, Nadal? Force himself to hit forehands in this point.
S'il vous plaît.
Huge struggle there for Djokovic in that game.
Nadal mène 4 jeux à 2.
And with the players' box. And Nadal has the break at 4-2.
And again, he's just... I think, Fred, they've pushed each other to the limits. It was Djokovic that perhaps felt it first, and over the last couple of games, it's Rafa who's just paused at the end of the Djokovic service game and taken his time. Well, he always takes time, but he's been bent over.
Premier service. Zéro 15.
That's his bread and butter shot too.
15.
Yeah, it's betrayed him today.
Well,
you can see the finishing line and the double fault there. 15-30.
It's been a back problem that Rafa's had to deal with through this season. Says that it's affected his serve at times. It could also be the reason why we're seeing him just double over. The tension of completing this match.
Break points now.
Sneaky serve once again. Just drifting away from Djokovic. Djokovic since the second set.
Unbelievable that he's come back now from the brink of defeat. It's now 4-3 back on serve.
Quick check of the mark here. Pascal Maria.
No.
Ooh.
15-0.
That's amazing. The ball was certainly coming back. Rafa hit around the outside of that backhand.
That's again the reason why I think they should go
30-0.
at all the Grand Slams or allow the chair umpire. That's been a discussion point for the last 4 or 5 years here. And this year we've seen half a dozen, maybe a dozen of them, where Hawkeye's disagreed with the chair umpire. 30 love.
Tough shots for Djokovic, still to strike. They were nothing on them at all.
.40-15.
Djokovic.
Nadal played that one from. It's way back.
4 jeux partout.
4-4 now.
We'll see how the serve of Rafa stands up here. That last game threw in a couple of double faults, and slowly the second serve win rate has just been dropping for Rafa.
Yeah, well, 10 minutes ago it was 4-2, and this looked as though it was in the history books for Nadal. And now it's Djokovic on his toes, and he appears to have got a second wind here. Djokovic has a look up the other end there. Nadal now is pushing, pressing.
Kenza.
Winner speed, 135 Ks. Back to 15-all. Does he go with the serve, the trusty serve down the tee? Djokovic obviously feeling like he went the wrong way with that backhand.
Well, he did. He just yelled at himself, "Don't do that, don't do that." And Nadal right there.
cramping a little.
30.
Oh, that's just beautiful from Nadal. Just added a higher trajectory
40-30.
on that backhand going cross court. Certainly Djokovic has
40.
revved up his ground play.
Tipped it up big time. Juice once more. The level of tennis has picked up the last 20 minutes too.
Avantage
4-2 down.
Nadal.
It's taken that long for those couple of games, 3 games nearly now. Game point Nadal.
Nadal.
Pulled long, didn't miss by much. He went for the big return, so Nadal stays in front in his fourth
Nadal
set.
mène 5
5
jeux à
games to
4.
4. Been too many men's finals that have gone over 3.5 hours. A couple in 2011, Nadal beat Federer in 3 hours and 39 minutes. The one that Djokovic played 2012, that went 3 hours and 50 minutes. This one's going to close in on that very quickly. And yesterday we had the second longest women's final in 40 years. 3 hours and 2 minutes.
Reprise.
3 hours and 4 minutes. So Djokovic now comes out to stay in this match. Nadal wanting to wrap it up here. And the crowd wanting to do the wave. Now they've got it going. This will go for a couple of minutes before they settle down.
to 5-4, Fiery, and we know that Rafa, he's created the chances at the breaks of serve. It's really behind that forehand.
Yep.
The conditions are starting to get a little overcast, so the ball's not as lively, or court's not bouncing as much.
Merci. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. Merci.
For quiet.
Change of direction by Djokovic on that first court. Certainly the first point has been leaning wide. Balance forehand from Djokovic that landed inches before the baseline. And then a set forehand again, almost an identical spot.
Trente-quinze.
That one out of his hip pocket, Nadal.
So accurate. He does enjoy this cross-court pass more often.
Keeps his eye on the ball, keeps his eye right on it until the ball struck 30 all. Called long.
30-40.
This is match point. Championship point.
S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. Nadal. Commence à une. 3-6, 7-5, 6-2, 6-4.
In between serves, double fault, and that's not the way you want these things to finish, and not a very sporting gesture from the idiot in the crowd that did it.
Son 14e Grand Chelem, son 9e à Roland-Garros.
Can't take anything away from
Rafael
Nadal.
Nadal.
But Djokovic upset there. You get a serve on a match point, you get a fault. They want to clap, so it's double fault. So a little bit of the shine taken off it for that last point there from Nadal. But look how athletic he is. He's up in the stands, and he's won 5 in a row now. First man to do that. Bjorn Borg, who's won 4 of them, will present the trophies here. And now Nadal has won 9 French titles.
Boy, oh boy. You can't understand the pressure that this guy, you know, has been under all tournament. The man that has led him through his whole career, Tony Nadal. Obviously deep in conversation there with Tony, but what an effort! 9 titles, something that I think Fred, Borg won 5, 6 titles here.
He won 4 in a row here, 6
Yep.
in all.
And we thought that would, you know, really be holding up for the ages. But Rafa, just a magnificent turnaround. Really, we didn't give him a lot of attention in the early rounds, but boy, he came good at the end.
This is the Grand Slam titles in the Open era, where they stand at the moment. And Federer still leads, and Nadal now with 14, Sampras 14, Borg had 11, Agassi, Connors, Lendl with 8. So what an unbelievable effort though from Rafael Nadal today. He looked as though he was down. But Djokovic had the chance.
The Grand Slam titles just there, Fred. I mean, we've got 2 of the greats in the same era. Federer at 17 and Rafa 14, and then you include Djokovic and Murray as Grand Slam holders as well. 4 players in the same generation, unheard of.
In the record books, and that unfortunately is a double fault that the crowd, and that's the Uncle Tony. You think he's happy, and they should be. It's a great effort.
Well, you know, yeah, to think of Novak, it happened in set number 2 on set point as he was serving at 6-5. There was a youngster in the crowd that caused him to pause long enough. He threw in the double fault, and this is the reaction. You know, I mean, he's frustrated that certainly a couple of times he had to stop his motion on that final point.
Well, the worst thing, final point, the match point like that, and between first and second serve, they should get that guy and remove him and don't let him come back and watch any more tennis matches. He's probably had a few. It's late in the afternoon now, and you hate to say it, but that just spoilt the end of that match for that to finish on a double fault because of a crowd, because of some idiot there, and Djokovic just can't believe that, and he's obviously disappointed because he set his sights on winning this title. He's going to have to wait for another 12 months to do it, and every year that ticks by, you know, Nadal will be back again next year to win number 10.
L'arbitre de cette finale, the chair umpire of this final, Monsieur Pascal Maria. Finaliste des Internationaux de France 2014, runner-up of the 2014 French Open, Novak Djokovic. Mesdames et messieurs, il remporte aujourd'hui son 9e titre des internationaux de France. Ladies and gentlemen, today he has won his 9th French Open title, Rafael Nadal. Mesdames et messieurs, l'hymne national espagnol. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spanish national anthem.